Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Whoever's here, who's ready for some Dream Daddy? I know there's at least one person here because I see the number on there. So, hello, person. How you doing? Are you ready to go back to some Dream Daddy? Because I am. It's been too long. I haven't dreamt of daddies in such a long time. I miss dreaming about daddies. It's just a thing. Let's get everything set up. It's been a little bit. Okay. Open up a Coke. Just making sure I get all the stuff through Discord right. Let's see. Let's post this in Corey's Discord. Hehehe. Oh, it's a game about dating dads, Colton. Alright. Oh, if only I could remember all these voices. Oh. What's up, dude? Don't really remember your voice. You know your voice is really gruff. Yours is kind of like Batman. You've got some kind of voice. Oh, I remember your voice. Your voice is, yeah, like, totally. Yeah, he had kind of a gay voice. Your voice is kind of British. Yeah, I don't think I ever got a real voice. Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna date Brian. I don't have a lot of time to stream, anymore, so I'm gonna try to get through Dream Daddy, so we're just gonna full on date Brian. You're never too busy or important to be kind to others. Dad tip number 92. Eat a lot of broccoli. Pay your bills early. These are all very good tips. Be generous and kind to everyone. It's kind of like that tip number 92. They have kids already. One of them is married. Oh, I've got a message from Brian. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? I don't remember if that's his voice or not, but that's his voice now. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. Hey, Gamer Dan, how you doing? I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish, and my lawn can use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour and I previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda? Oops. Amanda comes in the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off a piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Aww. Thank you. Our character's name is Dad Burger, by the way. So that burger is somewhat justifiable. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint with Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Though I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. What's up, look at you? But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at the coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On the first morning, there was a line out the door. Without a half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that.
Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing?
The burn is a metaphor, Dad.
I don't get it.
You can lead a horse to water.
What do horses have to do with fish and burns?
Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian.
You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing.
Please try explaining it to me.
Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me that wherever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him in his own game.
I love her t-shirt, her shirt, by the way. It's a tree. Is that what you think is happening here?
No, Amanda.
Okay, good.
I know that's what's happening.
Alright, Pops, we should probably be getting some sleep. See you in the morning?
Night, Panda.
I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. It was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up in the morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone in a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked mosquito bites with my dad, sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Oh, God. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The place is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure in the water and wait and wait and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. Oh.
You used the wrong lure.
You used the wrong lure. That's gonna be his voice. I look up and see my father just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up for my father for more guidance, but he's gone. You used the wrong lure. Just imagine, like, looking down at you, like, son, you used the wrong lure. That's not the right lure. No wonder you suck at fishing! I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying there and just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes.
You gotta have natural buoyancy lure if you're gonna catch the trout, buddy. Oh my God, that scared me.
I jolt awake at the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I just took a nap before the stream, and that is basically what happened. I was so tired. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I gave her a tiny kiss on the forehead.
Fishing day, kiddo. You ready?
No.
Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes.
Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never.
Amanda?
I'll get up in a minute.
Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not go back to sleep.
Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket and waves me away. I leave her room to make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Whoops. Just a second, guys. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's following. Oh, by the way, LeCube, how are you? And Gamer Dan. And Colden. How are you guys doing? Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him.
Early bird gets the worm, buddy.
I don't feel like this is his voice. I really don't remember.
I was born ready.
Maybe that's a little bit better. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die.
Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started.
I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Right, oh, look at that little cord. Me too, LeCube. Me too. Wagging his tail furiously.
Can I see your license, sir? Ah, Maxwell! Let Dad sit!
It's funny, because my name is Dad. But it also sounds like he's talking about him. So you never really know. Maxwell immediately hops back in the cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell, and Daisy immediately falls asleep.
You're ready for an adventure?
I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch the trees pass.
So, exactly where are we headed?
It's about
an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anyone else knows about it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be the same place that our dad used to take us to.
I brought everything we need so we can catch some trout. Have a nice little fire, enjoy the nature. My, fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds as yours, though. Right.
I'm digging a hole. Just digging a hole. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake.
Well, here we are.
Oh, that looks familiar. Or maybe it's just a lake. I step out of the car, Brian. Oh, sorry, guys. And Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore while Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting.
Great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell.
I help Brian place a tiny sized life vest on the Maxwell. I have no idea what a corgi sounds like.
Alright, your turn.
Lime green life vest.
Maybe if I'll fall in, you'll save me. I can swim. Thanks. No thanks.
Hey Raz, how you doing?
Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Ah, the eggplants. The eggplants and the sweat emojis.
Suit yourself.
Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks.
Your kids want to fish?
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods, then look at bugs and stuff.
Alright, be safe. Don't go too far.
Brian puts the life vest around him and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. Aww. Good night, Ras. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit late. For you, anyway. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about.
Ah, are you a gambling man?
You know it.
Let's see who can catch more fish. I don't think that's his voice. It's bothering me. You can catch more than one?
Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously.
I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn.
Custody of our children?
More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker.
The Whack Master 2000? That's a limited edition.
But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000.
The cordless version?
That's the one.
The Reach and Cut 3000 and state of the art. My weed whacker's a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for pruning. You're on.
We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties the lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that.
Salt the fish! Darn you, you dirty fish!
Stretch before physical activity.
Because I'm such a pro fisherman, I anticipate a lot of quick physical movements over the course of this fishing session. To prepare for such activities, I will now stretch my body so that it's limber and ready for battle.
That's very responsible of you.
I do a few calf stretches, some bicep pulls. I don't know what that means. I crack my neck several times. I bend over and touch my toes, but I just can't make it happen. I can barely get the tips of my fingers past my shins. Alright. Oh, I'm actually kind of lightheaded. Alright, my new ball body is now lithe and plint. I don't know those words. Perfect for wrangling every trout in the lake with my bare hands. Perform the fish mating call. Tie a knot or something. Meditate.
I love this game.
I knew that would have been a bad idea. As you probably already know, fish... Oh, I didn't get to read that. Oh, let me see. Also respond positively when tempted with a call of a potential mate. Observe.
That's hilarious. Gazing out of the lake, I prepare my call.
Come fertilize these eggs, baby! Let me get that tail, you slimy fish. You got a hot pectoral fin. Come fertilize these eggs, baby.
Let me get that tail, you slimy fish. You got a hot pectoral fin.
Okay, I'm officially uncomfortable. All part of the territory, Brian. I guarantee these fish are horned up and ready to get caught. Let's cast the sucker.
I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. Oops. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Ah, sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Ha! Just go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me the pole with his smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody disrespect. Oh my god, here we go. It's a dad off. All I gotta do is line up 3 of the same fish species and reel them in. I need to match 3 of the same species. I can't tell which fish is which. Hey Nick, how you doing?
Match that fish.
Match that fish.
Match of the day.
Oh, what kind of game? I actually don't really play these kinds of games.
Catch of the day. Catch of the day. Match of the day. Nice match. Nice match.
I'm not gonna be a good enough dad. This is not the kind of... Oh my god, there's so many fish.
Nice catch. Catch of the day. Rainbow trout. Nice match.
I don't have a lot of time. What am I doing? Why did all these fish look the same? Oh my god, I hate this. I'm really bad at this.
Nice match. Catch of the day. Match of the day.
I never really played Bejeweled, so
Nice match.
this is kind of hurting my eyes a little bit, to be honest.
Catch of the day. Match of the day. Match of the day. Now you're fishing.
I'm not a Bejeweled expert. What does Bejeweled have to do with fishing?
Catch of the day.
Can we just go back to having Pokemon battles?
Fishing. Nice catch. Nice match. Nice match.
Oh, I got a pretty good score. Great. I dad off this dad off. Nick. Good work. Laserdisc is... I honestly don't know if you always get an S plus or what. Because I do not feel like I did that. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over at Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out there on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly a fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflectively tug upwards. I think I got something big. So basically we just started a date with Brian. And we're going fishing, and we're obviously saying how good we are at fishing even though we never fished. There was a short story about how our character went fishing with his dad when he was younger. He didn't catch any fish. And his dad bought him a pack of cigarettes for some reason. Apparently he's got some bad repressed memories about his dad. But he's not going to talk about it. So we are on a date with Brian, out fishing. Daisy and Amanda are off playing in the forest while we're out fishing. Brian put his weed whacker up. Brian put his pole saw up for a bet while we put our weed whacker up for a bet. Oh, hello, Red. Thank you for stopping by. I always love seeing you in blue. If you do want to stick around, you are free to, but if you don't, that is okay. I'm really nice to see you. Thank you very much for dropping by. But yeah, so we're betting on our dad tools basically, and that's where we are.
Reel it in!
I finally get the fish right up to the boat.
It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours.
I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught.
That pole saw is all... No! The entire canoe tips over me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upward, spurting water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles us in circles, having a great time. You alright?
Does that count as one?
Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so.
Brian laughs.
Let's get you to shore.
Brian and I flip the canoe back over and I fill it with our soaking wet gear. We row our shore back at shore with Maxwell back into... Oh my god, he's shirtless. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built this guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Look at Maxwell just staring at it. It's like, here you look at this body. Look at this sexy man. Hi, chihuahua.
I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours?
Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. Suddenly, I wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you bested me at in stupid sexy Brian. So sorry, guys. I had to sneeze for a second. Nothing came out. We're good. Just dust. Just dust. Okay. Sorry about that. Well, you might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. Thank you, Nick. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets out a couple of lures by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to keep the kibosh on the competition for now. Put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look at the sun cresting on the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow. Nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick towards the woods. Fake throw. Break the stick in half. Assert your dominance. No! That poor dog. If I did that, if I did that, I would feel like the worst person. Like, I would I would feel so bad. I think I would actually cry if I did that. No. Throw the stick towards the woods. All the emojis. Oh my god, that sounds so horrible. That poor dog. No. Throw the stick, you monster. Why are you looking at the dog like you want to destroy him? I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It's very cute, though. Nice throw, Dad. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself.
Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch.
It's time for pets. What's the plan? But pats never fail. Scratch behind his ear. Rub that belly. Max rolls over, lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it.
I feel like a bit of a third wheel. Where my belly rolls. I'm so flustered I could barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up into cast iron. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been?
Studying etymology.
What?
We were playing with bugs.
I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff.
Daisy looks offended. When you take me for a child?
Amanda puts her hands on Daisy's shoulder.
Right. We take a seat by the fire and Brian serves us up a generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything?
Fish taste okay?
Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously. Mouths full of fish. Fish full of mouths. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, Hardin family recipe.
Why are your pants wet?
Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all the gear floated on the surface, so we didn't lose anything, right, Dad? That
would be a little ridiculous, Nick. Just a tiny bit ridiculous. I don't think that'll happen, though. Especially since there's like a big age difference. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish up our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I am the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. I'm the most awake dad on the block. I don't know, actually. I mean, Amanda... I mean, that would have to be, like, really far in the future. And then they would basically kind of be step sisters if things do go together.
Fine.
Yeah, that's a smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep.
Hey, sleepyhead.
I opened my eyes and realized I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin.
Oh, hey, I was, resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight! With my strong arms! It's all good, you've earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I, also had fun, actually.
Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah?
You too. Take it the easiest.
The gun show! Brian chuckles to himself as he, how much of that can you see? Oh, you can't see it. Okay. You can't see a lot. I'm gonna change the camera, because I've been doing stuff like crazy. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse on the couch. Long day.
Long day.
Yep.
I was so close to that pole saw.
Pole saw?
Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who would catch the most fish, and...
Stop. Why do you care so much?
Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's obviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in it.
Aww. Dad, I love you, but you're kind of dumb sometimes.
Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad.
You know what? I don't have the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night.
Oh,
she literally slid. Slides off of the couch and face out onto the floor. I'm a tired slug.
Amanda, that floor is disgusting.
I don't care.
Well, night, honey.
Night, Pops. Date complete. Dad points. 141,423. Daddy points. 564,538 total. 85,597,222. Got the soft boy achievement. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just ready to pack it in after a few bites of ice cream from the freezer. I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I think one is total points and one is dad points you got from the session. Of course, they probably don't mean anything overall. What if Amanda's still awake? That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice is strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Oh, Amanda. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is, everything okay? I don't want to talk about it.
Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. Go away.
Amanda.
Get out!
Okay, okay.
I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Oh, poor Amanda. Wow. What has her so upset?
She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, and when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a spot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. I don't think that's what's going on, Nick. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda.
Morning. She drops a frozen waffle onto the toaster and slams the freezer door. She looks at me. Yikes.
So, anything big going on at school today?
No.
Okay. You need a ride to school?
No.
Want some coffee?
Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and runs out. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back in the kitchen and look at a picture of Amanda hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get back up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages when she wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her out for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me.
Hey, Pumpkin?
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
There's a moment of silence. Yeah.
I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I'm even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it.
Dad,
So just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand.
I pull the cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now.
Ta-da!
Dad?
It took me a really long time because I ran out of Fred frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over.
Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Aww. Aww. This is beautiful.
It's strawberry.
Amanda gives me a big old hug. Aww. I grab some plates and forks and serve up some delicious cake. I am the best dad. So, it's really stupid.
What is?
This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart.
I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right?
Emma R.
Ah, I was the best friend. You got it! Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P, and I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night, and they all told me they were busy, so studying for Calc AB final.
Yikes.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing.
What? Whoa? I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay.
You're a bad liar.
So are you?
I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody to go get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really wanted nachos.
Totally understandable.
Aw.
So I go to the mall anyway, and I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me.
What?
It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss.
No.
Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops her nacho on my shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is.
Grace is the...
Gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but well, I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there, so I left. Without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this bad day. I immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long Noah has been going on, and so... Sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Miranda pulls out her phone and reads it, word for word, an arduously long string of texts. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive.
No.
They were, like, dating in secret for, like, months. So I told her that she's been a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me, and on read, and then...
Wait. Left me on read. What is that?
Oh, it's like... She saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts.
I don't know what read receipts are, and I think I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha.
So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how mad I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and says, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of.
Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
Yeah, Amanda has a crush on Noah. And she told Emma R, her best friend, who apparently has been secretly dating him for a while. There's so much more, but honestly, it's just all really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends.
Amanda, I'm so sorry.
I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad.
Oh.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip.
Wow.
I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over.
Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings.
I guess.
Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time.
Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago.
But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom.
I'm leaning between real friendship. Real friends don't do that, and high school sucks. High school sucks doesn't really seem to help, but it also seems to be like high school sucks. Real friends don't do that seems to be more wisdom to make her feel that she needs to find better friends. But at the same time, it would make her feel like she just lost like what she thought were real friends. What do you think, Nick? If you're still there. This is a tough decision. I think I'm leaning more towards real friends don't do that. That's kind of messed up.
When you get older, you start realizing that's the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful relationships. It took me a long time to figure out that myself. I wish I had learned it sooner. If the person isn't putting an effort to show how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem.
I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table.
Did we just eat that whole cake?
Yes, we did just eat that whole cake.
Well, good talk.
Hey, Pops.
Yes?
Thank you.
You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
Love you too, Dad.
She actually said it. Oh, my heart, my kokoro. Aww. Our Amanda Panda is...
You've got dads.
I've got dads. So we're ultimately going to finish it up with Brian, but I might go on one more dad date before Brian. So, Nick, pick a dad. Because I think after we finish with Brian, I think that's the end of the game. Maybe. But we'll let Nick pick a dad. That's not Brian. Or if you want to just go straight for Brian, then we can do that. Craig, no question? At least I know his voice. I wonder what Craig's up to today.
Hey, bro, or should I say neighbor? Let's catch up like old times.
Bro, man! Let's definitely hang out soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun.
Yo, Amanda Panda! What you working on?
Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at our collage.
That's a lot of dogs.
It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something?
Greg invited us for a softball game. You want to go?
Remember that time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear, and when you took me the first game and someone hit a ball toward me, I just ran off the field crying?
And you hid it in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up? Yes.
I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic, sentient softball.
So does that mean you don't want to go?
I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, this is pretty packed. We clamber up to the bleachers and take our seats at the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. So when did the kids start crying and running off into the field?
You know your relationship with softball is different than everyone else's relationship with softball, right?
Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course, not because I try to take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. He has river strapped to his chest. As per usual, there's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Due to the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks! Choke up on the bat, Miranda! Yeah, Miranda, square up!
How much do you know about softball?
Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot, it's cathartic.
Leave it all on the field, Miranda. If you want this, you're gonna have to bleed for it.
Who I assume to be Miranda's father gives me a dirty look. I shoot it back at him. The attitude isn't going to bring Amanda to D1. Dad, please don't fight any other dads while we're out here. We watched a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. Seems like he's really good with kids. Keg Stan Craig is good with children. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball, and no one has run off in a field crying yet.
Amanda, dear, you have to let it go.
Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up to bat. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, why I'm so tired. They hit a fly ball into the center field, and the tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See? It's a completely justifiable fear. The girl clops on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her while her parents arrive. He carries her off to the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this guy was once backflip off a roof into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit and we watch a couple of more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. Oh my god, Nick. Please don't say those sort of things. You're going to wind up on a list. Exactly. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see the outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team rocks a foul ball into the fans. I follow the trajectory. Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I opened my eyes and looked over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball.
You saved me.
I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball.
You did, Amanda.
I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I could do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood.
I'm so proud of you, kiddo.
The game ends and Craig's teams are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands.
Great job, everyone.
Oh my god, Nick. We walk out to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents.
Craig, great work, man.
Thanks. We've been working really hard all season and it's great to see it's paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Oh my god, it's those girls. Hello.
Hey, killer playing out there.
Oh yeah, it's his daughters. Derp. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel? Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. You guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks and stuff when people get mad and I tell them I'm Briar. What?
We will, talk about this later. Dad, bro.
I just have a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Yeah, basically, Nick. He had a baby on him the whole time.
Sounds good.
Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm thinking the whole team needs to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense! The girls won! What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mama's laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. Alright, alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course! Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizzas? What?
Oh.
What? It's a real place? An endless stream of girls clad in the softball gear pile into a minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizzas. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig.
Reminds me of all the awful pizza we used to put in our bodies back in the day.
Remember how we used to just fold pies in half and then put taco fillings inside?
Ah, pizzacos. I could never forget. How did we survive college?
Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle toxic waste we put inside of us.
Ah, the good old days.
Kids could run around playing arcade games, eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza that.
Hey.
No, absolutely not. Ha! I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here.
Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda.
Dad. A different mom walks up, talking to Craig as if we weren't even here. Oh, Craig, I thought you were so... Oh, Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me about every day how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump for the mom. In what I think is a maneuver to lighten up the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Create a diversion. Team up with Amanda. Tag team with Amanda. Oh. Smoke screen Martha. Let's tag team with Amanda. I give Amanda another knowingly look as she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Pizza puts her hands to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza.
Oh no, sweetie. You're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now.
The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging.
Back it up, Martha! You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and it's feeling pretty acidic. But you'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con isn't going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam. Well, I guess it went away and I'm fine now. Nothing's wrong. Oh god, no, LeCue. So I'm taking Hazel and Brian tonight for the sleepover. Yeah, they're pretty excited about it. You're gonna keep them out of trouble, right? Of course. But I could always use help watching them after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything.
Wow, this lady's really going for the gold.
Huh. It'd actually really be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine, I swear, if we have to buy it. Martha storms off towards her kid.
She seems nice.
Oh. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens! Tiffany's a stellar hitter.
Phew, I finally have a time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh?
Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Oh. Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him in Dance Mat. Please help. Oh. Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy. Am I gonna get the DDR? I want a DDR.
It's all good, buddy.
I've been training for this. Come on, let me DDR. I was really hoping to hang out more with Craig today.
I feel like there might be a third wheel here.
There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices.
You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball?
You know it. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. If you need to step Matey and Dream Daddy, you're racking up so many daddy points. Yeah, that would be awesome. Nick. I would be so happy. Feeling pretty hot and I get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. Pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. Yep, sorry. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father.
You're pretty good.
Don't patronize me.
Hey, just trying to pay a
Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored by just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? I don't remember their names. Janet from earlier walks their voices. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to college together.
Please don't lean on my thing.
Oh, that's interesting. So do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say.
Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt.
Because it's just, it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think he'd be great if he...
Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy.
What?
I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth, so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings.
Amanda?
Nice.
Bro! What's going on?
Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. I hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro.
Not at all, dude. It's all good finally getting you all to myself for a second.
River burps.
Well, almost all to myself.
Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch?
This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure.
We stand in the middle of an empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. What if I hit the baby in the head? I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only like juice boxes in there.
Man, fatherhood is strange.
You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days. And reminiscing about it.
Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long, I don't even know where to begin.
So, softball coach, the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you?
I'll admit, I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy, and we had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did, the more I saw how much it all meant to the girls. I'm worried that there'd be a riot if I quit.
I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
Oh. They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well.
They'd take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex.
Exactly.
I can't believe you're a father of 3.
Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person.
You switched your major 4 times.
Oh. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids... when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out to lead them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared as much about anything as much as I care about them.
I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing ever to have happen to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived.
Ask about the business.
So, you run a business now?
Yep. We sell fitness gear. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure soon.
I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. But it sounds like he made a killing.
If you ever need that athletic gear, I got your back.
You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand right while I mow my lawn.
That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. It's nice out here, quiet.
Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh?
Christ, Janet.
Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that?
Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad.
Yikes.
I'm just not interested.
Well, what are you interested in?
Peace and quiet.
That hot, hot silence.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. We've already been through so much, I can't put them through that.
Buddy, I hear you.
Oh, sorry. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. Hit softballs, don't get hit on by moms.
A wise man once said that... I'm quoting myself. Copyright.
Thanks, dude.
Well, I'm just...
They are, but I had to go with that. Ugh! Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Greg runs over to me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, let me do that dad thing for a second. Spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought.
Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
You would be so lucky.
I mean, I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you.
Well... Walk it off, champ. Look at his puckered lips.
Are the lights in the softball really hot, or is that just me?
Whew. Hooey mama. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired. Huh. I hate to say it, but it should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot.
Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away.
But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked.
Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces?
We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll.
And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking about us with how big of a bust it was?
We had to talk to them for like 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy.
And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life.
Man, college.
Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as I can manage with a baby between us. Never enough time, huh?
Guess not.
Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah?
I'd like that.
Oh, hang on as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight oil. I figured I might as well do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter and lip sync battles.
Do the shark lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync?
Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage.
Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made.
Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner, a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's...
Amanda? Is that me?
Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just sit on the giant pile of money with 20 dogs and also have a strong, mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Yep. It's been such a good stream, Corey. It's been such a good stream. Honestly, I was close to crying. I have a little bit of a tear in my eye right now. It's so sad. So good, though.
Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening.
Oh, no.
Aww, Dad.
You did this with your good art.
She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. I have a literal tear in my eye. I'm not even lying.
It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy.
Yeah, dude. The softball life isn't for quitters.
Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How did it feel?
I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often.
Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking?
Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of that late 9 television for me, alright?
I'll let them know you said hey.
Try to drive in a way that you...
That was an amazing date.
He said that was an amazing date. Maybe the daddy points have something to do with the dad that you're dating, and your dad points at how good of a dad you were?
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, guys. Thank you for dropping by, Corey. I'm kind of beat. I know it's not a very long stream, but it takes a lot out of me. Thank you, LeCube and Nick, for hanging out. Next time we join, we're gonna finish our dating of Brian. That is possible. That's very possible, Nick. That actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, I could, but I'm tired. And I'm going to get pizza soon. That was the plan, though. If I did stream, as long as you were, until you started streaming, I was going to raid you. But in the meantime, let's see. I do have a stream that I'm doing sometime tonight at 12 o'clock. We are playing still Don't Starve Together. We were supposed to have ended that last time we played it, but they just updated it, so we're doing a one-time stream of the Forge is what it is. Well, I see Dave is streaming, and I kind of want to raid him, but I don't want to watch Mario Odyssey. But he's also really close to getting Yeah, let's just raid Dave. Let's say hi to Dave, if you guys don't mind. I'm not going to stay and watch, but I'm definitely going to raid him, because I haven't played Mario Odyssey yet. But here we go. Here is his link. Hashtag 0 raid, or actually 0 not cookie raid. And I'll see you guys over there. Thank you guys for watching. It's been really fun. I always love the Dream Daddy streams. They're my favorite. I'll probably be doing this again tomorrow, if anyone's going to be available tomorrow. Goodbye. Let's go to the title real quick.